I'm now live. You have no idea like what technical things do to me. We are going to do a very, very, very quick exercise. And basically, what I want to do is talk to you about this extremely powerful, incredible extravaganza I'm doing for 2 weeks in a Facebook group that I have. And you have to fill out an application to participate in it. So if you want to participate in it, put in change in the comments below, and you're going to get the application in Facebook Messenger. You have to fill it all out in order to be invited in. Not everybody's going to get invited in. We are reading all the questions. So the answers to the questions, and it's a certain kind of soul grouping that we're inviting in this time around. So if you don't get in this time, don't worry about it. You're still going to get an incredible meditation, and you're going to get an incredible challenge that you're going to be able to participate in that's going to get you in touch with your guides. So definitely put in the word change and fill out the application, and come join us in the extravaganza, the 2-week extravaganza. So I'm going to play a really quick game with you. We did it yesterday, and as many of you know, I'm usually channeling when I do these Facebook Lives. And I want to do a quick game with you to get you in touch with your guides. I want to show you how easy it is to do. I teach people around the world how to do this. I'm Marilyn Aloria. If you're seeing this because we made Boost this video, I'm a psychic medium, teacher, and coach. And I teach thousands upon thousands of people around the world how to communicate with their guides. And I also teach them how to create a life from the inside out, because it's really important that you create a life from the inside out. So many of you, especially now in the experience that we're in this world, you're very much affected by external experiences. And I'm not judging that at all. I'm not telling you you're wrong or you're right. But what I know from my own personal experience and from what I teach and from my students and watching their successes, that when they take it back inside and they communicate with their highest self, their guides, their soul, they can shift the experience that's happening in the external world. And that is my goal, to teach everyone how to do that. My mission in life is to teach all of you, whoever wants to listen to me, that the dreams in your heart are meant to be lived. They're not meant for you to suffer. I truly believe that God, the universe, source, whatever you believe in, gave us these dreams so that we could live these dreams. Now, it may even be bigger and greater than you can imagine. It's about taking the brackets off the dreams and getting in co-creation with your guidance so that you can live an even bigger life. And then my platform is teaching people how to believe in something greater than themselves so that they can create this life, so that they can create the magic that's inside of them. It's not so much that there's something greater out there than them. There's actually a co-creation that's happening. And when you start believing and start learning how to work with your own psychic abilities, we're all psychic. When you start learning how to work with your own psychic abilities and you start co-creating a life with your guidance, whatever that is to you, you can create an incredible momentum in your life, change, magic, beautiful things. And that is my goal, to teach people how to have a life where they're jumping out of bed in the morning, excited to live. So if you put in change, hi, Debbie, hi, a lot of my Tanya, hi, Michelle. If you put in change in the comments below, you are going to get my application to join my 2-week extravaganza. Not everybody is going to get in, and it's not based on financials or anything like that. It's based on your answers. So think those questions through and answer them, because we are reading every single answer, and I am working on like a soulful logarithm. It's like an activation. It's a vibration. So I'm reading, my team member Laura and I are reading all the answers, and we know what we're looking for the vibration of this particular group, for this 2-week extravaganza that I'm going to put you through. And it's going to be incredible and a lot of fun. And the actual 2-week extravaganza is free. We are going to talk about one of my programs at the end of it. So, and it's up to you, whatever you guys decide, it's fine with me. What I want to tell you about is the reason why is one of the things that I do really, really well is I create communities. My Membership for Your Soul program, my Soul Finder Academy program, my mastermind programs that I've done, people are friends. Like, they are like this, they're bonded, and they've created groups themselves, and they meet on their own, and I create very safe environments. So that's why we do an application process now. I'm not doing free Facebook groups anymore. I'm actually going to let go of my last one, because I like to bring community together in a safe atmosphere, and I like to teach people that really want to learn. It's important to me that you want to learn, that you believe, even if your life is very difficult right now, that you believe that something can change, and you're the willingness to learn. That's what we look for. And then we invite those in. So put change in if you haven't filled out the application yet. and come join us in this 2-week extravaganza. If you don't get in this time, don't worry about it. We have a credible meditation for you. I'm known for my meditations. And you're also going to participate still in the challenge, the Infinite Abundant Challenge. That's what this is all about. This is all about the Infinite Abundant Challenge. Okay. Who wants to play? Lori, I'm excited too. Yay. Who wants to play? Who wants to play? You ready to play? All right. So what I want you to do right now is think about a question that you have. One of the things I'm going to do at the end of this 2-week extravaganza is I have really a lot of special things in store for you guys that you don't know about. You know about the challenge. You don't know what else I've got going on in these 2 weeks. It's a lot. So one of the things I'm going to be teaching you at the end of this extravaganza is how to ask your guides questions. It's really important that you learn how to ask them questions. I believe everybody can communicate with their guides. What's stopping you from communicating with your guides is your mind chatter. That's what's in your way. You're not knowing. I teach people how to see, hear, feel, sense, and know. You're not knowing how to do it. So there's simple techniques and tools, and I teach in a very creative way that you learn how to do that, and then you learn how to break down a symbol. And there's going to be a lot of that in this program that you're going to be able to do. So if you want to join, oh, where did that go? Type in change. Now, I'm not going to stay on long today because I have a busy day and a busy weekend, but you will get in. And if you're in Membership for Your Soul, you're automatically in. So don't worry about it because I see Sharon on here. Sharon, there's a post in Membership for Your Soul. Just read it and you can join the Facebook group. You're automatically in no matter what. If you're in Soul Finder Academy, you're in Membership for Your Soul. So you're automatically have it. Okay, so let's play a quick game. What I want you to do is think of a question that you have. Do your best not to make it a yes and no question. So say you want to know, will I get that job? Instead of asking, will I get that job? Ask, what do I need to know about myself in order to get that job? Where do I need to go so that I could explore the opportunity of getting that job? Why am I having so many obstacles right now about getting that job? That's an okay question to ask as well. So ask a question, but try not to make it a yes or no question. Try not to be like, am I going to find love? That's a yes or no question. Instead, ask, what do I need to know about myself in order to open up to love? What do I need to know about my life right now in order to open up to love? Where do I need to go in order to embrace my heart and open up to love? So that you see how I'm teaching you how to ask questions. So I want you, hi Barbara, hi Paula. I want you to do that right now. I want you to think of a question that you have. And those of you, again, who are just joining, make sure you type in change and you're going to be invited into my 2-week extravaganza. You have to fill out the application in order to get in. Not everybody's going to get in. I do this for a reason. I give a lot of myself during these extravaganzas, and I want the group to be really in a place to receive, ready to receive. Okay, so you all have a question, right? I'm going to come up with my question too. I got my question. All right, so I'm going to ask you to use your imagination. When you work with me, you have to use your imagination. So you're going to put everything aside, every doubt. I don't trust. Who is this crazy woman? That you got to see, like we're boosting my ads. And some of the comments I'm getting from people, like the last comment I just got from someone was so nasty, so mean. But 2 words I love about Facebook: delete and block. Block and delete. Those are my 2 favorite words sometimes in Facebook. So you can't allow that stuff to affect you. It doesn't affect me. If I'm not for you, I'm not your cup of tea. Don't follow me. Block me. Like, I don't care. But for those of you who are ready to learn, who are ready to participate, who are ready to have an experience in your life, who are ready to press, this is not my tagline. This is somebody else's tagline, but I'm going to actually say something else. To ready to live your life, to ready to live from the inside out, which is super important, to ready to be in co-creation with your guides, get ready to play this game. So we all have a question right now. We're all thinking of a question. We're trying not to make it a yes or no question. You can even type one of your questions if you want in the comments. I could help you to reword it. Now, I'm asking you to use your imagination. I'm asking you to go on this quick little journey with me because I'm going to show you something really fast on how to do it. We did this the other day with an animal, so I'm going to do it something else. Linda. Okay. This is great, Peggy. This is a great example of a question. What do I need to do to accomplish my dream home? That's a great question. I teach a thing in Membership for Your Soul. It's called the ... technique. and I'll probably be teaching it in this 2-week extravaganza. So that's such a great question, Peggy. Thank you for asking that question. It's so good. Okay, so you all have your question. Use your imagination. I want you to pick a famous person, dead or alive. I don't care if they're dead or alive. I want you to pick a famous person right now. Tell me who that famous person is in the comments. So let me see it. Let me see it. Let me see it. So I always work with Oprah, but I can work with Tony Robbins. Diane Sawyer just came to me. Wow, I've never worked with her. Maybe I'll work with Diane Sawyer today. I was watching something with Steven Tyler last night. It could be anyone, but they don't have to be dead. I love Einstein. It could be whatever they want. So who's your famous person that you're picking right now? I want you to pick a famous person. I want you to share it in the comments. I'm waiting for the comments to show up because I want us to do this together. And I want to show you what I create as a group experience. So I'm Wayne Dyer. Love Wayne Dyer, Nancy. Oh, fell in love with him after he passed. Colleen Dewhurst. I don't know her. Great. Elvis. Great one. Great, Tanya. Good question. Okay. So you've got your famous person. We got Doris Day. Great one. Albert Einstein. Great. Nelson Mandela. Another good one. Oof. Love Nelson Mandela. That's a good one. John Wayne. Interesting. I love these people that are coming up. Okay. So I'm going to have you turned off the celebrities for good. That's great, Paula. Totally fine. You could pick whoever you want. Could be a scientist. Could be Madame Curie. It could be Joan of Arc. Could be Archangel Michael, even though he wasn't physically living, whether we know or not. Michael Jackson. Hey, just got here. Sorry, what did I miss? You're picking a famous person. You're picking a famous person, and if you want to join me on my 2-week extravaganza, you're typing in change. Marilyn Monroe, Tom Hanks. Great. Kuan Yin. Great, great, great. Okay, so you have a question. You have a famous person. Now I want you to allow your imagination to run. Okay, so you ready? You're going to close your eyes and you're going to see. Actually, you don't need to do this with your eyes closed. I'm going to have you do it with your eyes open. Maya Angelou, love Maya Angelou. Love Denzel Washington too. Okay, so you have that famous person, all right? Everybody's got, oh, thanks, Kamal Devi. You have that famous person. Or it's not a famous person. It's just somebody who's created something in history. To me, I just used the term famous, but somebody said they're turned off by famous. So I want you to see that person in front of you could be 3 feet, 5 feet, or 10 feet. You'll know what feels good to you. My people are usually about 5 feet out because if their energy is too close to me, sometimes they're like right here. I want you to put them out there for right now. So you're going to see that famous person right in front of you. Now, you may not be able to visualize them fully, like what their face is. Like I actually, Oprah is showing up for me because I use Oprah quite a bit. But you may see their outline. You may see what they're wearing. You may see a color of their shirt. You may see a ring that they have on. You may see a necklace they have on. You may see something. But allow yourself to see them. And if you can't see them because you're having trouble, tell your imagination they're there no matter what. They are there in front of you. Now, what I want you to do is to breathe with them. So what you're going to do is be sending them your breath. You're not harming anything. You're not hurting anything. You're basically calling in an energy that is a true reflection of your soul. That famous person that you're attracted to, they have a characteristic that you have as well. So you're just breathing with them right now. You're just sending them breath or sending you breath. So I just want you to take a couple of cycles of breath where you're breathing with them. You're just exhaling to them and inhaling, exhaling, inhaling. And when you're doing this, you're creating a line of energy from you and to that guide that you chose, that you picked, that's in front of you. So just take a few moments now. And it's like an umbilical cord of energy from them to you. You're just taking a couple of rounds of breath. And now what I want you to do is bring that question into your awareness, whatever your question was, into your awareness. And I want you to ask this famous person to give you a bird. They're going to give you a bird right now. What bird are they giving you? And I just want you to use your imagination. What bird are they giving you? Now, I want you to continue to use your imagination and ask them why they gave you that particular bird. Why they gave you that particular bird. Why they gave you that particular bird. Now, that bird has a piece of advice for you. And it may be a mantra you live by. It may just be something else. And I want you to trust it, but it's usually about a 3-word or a sentence piece of advice. What piece of advice does that bird have for you right now? What piece of advice does that bird have for you? Continue to trust. Even if the bird says, go drink some water, you're going to trust it because you have no idea what it's setting you up for in the future. And I'll explain that after. That bird has a piece of advice. What is the piece of advice that bird has for you right now? Okay. Now this bird, and we're going to go back to the famous person in a second, has a song for you. What does this bird want to sing to you? What does this bird want you to know? What song is this bird singing to you? Trust your imagination, a little wacky, go out there, just let it be, don't worry about it. What song does this bird have for you? Now I want you to connect back into the famous person. And don't worry about putting in the comments right now. And you're connecting back into this famous person who gave you this bird. So they gave you a second piece of advice. And I want you to tell them why you like them. I want you to tell them 3 character traits they have that you like about them. 3 character traits that your famous person has that you like about them. So I like Oprah, right? So I'll give you an example. I like Oprah because I feel like she's transparent. She tells these stories, she's transparent. I feel like she really does care about the well-being of people. And I love the fact that she runs a home for girls and helps them with their education. So I find her, she doesn't care what people think, from what I can tell, but she'll share when her feelings are hurt. So I think it's vulnerability, transparency, and courage. Vulnerability and transparency and courage. So what 3 traits does this famous person have that you want to acknowledge in them right now? You're acknowledging these famous traits that they have. I just told Oprah I love her vulnerability, I love her transparency, and I love her courage. What are the 3 traits? And I'm going to give you a few minutes to do, not a few minutes, I'm going to give you a few seconds to do this. Okay. So here's the thing. That famous person is holding those traits in their hand, and they're handing them to you because it's what you have. Maybe it's not turned on. Maybe it's not completely lit up, but they're now handing them to you. And they're letting you know that you have this inside yourself, that this is who you are. It may not be all of you. It's what you need right now to continue to grow, to create change in your life. So the 3 things that you got, transparency, vulnerability, and courage. I didn't even know I was going to do this, by the way. I didn't know what my guides were doing. Everything's channeled. Makes perfect sense to me right now. I know exactly why Oprah's handing me those traits. And she's telling me to live in those traits. Your famous person is telling you right now, in order to create change in your life, these are the 3 traits you need to start experiencing in your life. You need to start embodying in your life. Okay? So now I want you to see Archangel Michael cut the cords between you and this famous person. I want you to thank them. I want you to let them know that you are really appreciative of them, and you can invite them in whenever you want. And I want you to come back to me now. I want you to completely come back to me. I'm going to go over what we just did, and I want you to put it in one comment in the comments below. And for those of you just joining, I'm doing a 2-week extravaganza. And this is how quick we work. If anybody struggled with this, let me know. Very rarely, I'm gonna fix my hair. Very rarely do people struggle with my games when they want to talk to their guides. My guides are teaching guides. They know how to teach you how to create a relationship with your guides. So I play these games very often. We play games every Friday, a membership for your soul. I play a game with them. They don't know what I'm doing. I always have something up my sleeve. Sometimes I just have them post pictures of their animals, but a lot of times we're playing games because it's that easy to talk to them. It's that quick. It's that easy to create change in your life. Because let me tell you something right now, just in this quick moment, we've been online for 20 minutes. By participating in this, you've just created some type of change in yourself. You just created some type of vibration. You just told spirit, God, the universe, whatever you believe in, that you trust in change. You just said, I'm willing. So just by doing that in this short period of time, you changed a direction inside of you to bring something else in. It's that simple. It's that quick. It's that easy. The thing is having to do it all the time. You have to continue to participate with them. You have to continue to communicate with them in order to create change in your life. You can't just do it once and forget about it. You've got to continue to do it. So the first question I asked you guys, you got a famous person, but the first question I asked was a bird that you got. And then I asked why you got that bird. Why did you get that bird? And Spirit was asking me to ask you, what do you need to fly? What do you need to fly? I'm always asking secret questions. So my bird was a cardinal. I don't usually get a cardinal. And before I knew the question, I got doesn't question itself. It just flies. It can fly. It does what it wants to do. So what do I need to fly? Not question myself. Just keep going, keep moving, keep experiencing. Then the bird gave you a mantra. The bird gave you a mantra. What was the mantra? My mantra was go fly. Who cares? And then it was freedom. Freedom. Freedom is a state of mind. We've been talking about that in Soul Finder Academy. So the bird then gave you a mantra. And then the 3 character traits, mine were vulnerability, courage, and transparency. And I know from my question, actually, I forgot what my question was until now, that this makes perfect sense for me. What did you get? How did it feel? That's the main thing I want to know right now because I'm not going to stay on very long today. How did this feel to you? Did anybody struggle? Did anybody, what did you come from it? So Lori says she got Albert Einstein, abundance was my word. Blue jay, because it's one of my favorites. Bird told me you can fly. Albert, 3 words, smart, preserving, and accountability. Beautiful, beautiful, Lori. So, and Tanya says, wow, I can feel it in my heart. Wonderful. So let me know what you got from this little exercise, if you were able to feel connected with your guides. And if you want to come participate in my 2-week extravaganza, put the word change in. I'm not getting any comments, so I want to check why. Put the word change in and let me know and fill out the application to come join us. So let me just check this real quick. Tag in. Okay. Looks like we're on. Yes. Okay, great. All right. I know there's a delay. Marie got pelican, steadfast, wise, look beyond the horizon, communication, humor, and wisdom. So Marie, you didn't struggle. That was talking to a guide. Brana, I hope I'm saying your name right. She said, I felt butterflies in my stomach. Jenny got Marilyn Monroe, Bluebird, all. So you just communicated with a guide easily and effortlessly. Merritt said, I don't even like Michael Jackson. He handed me perfect information that was so totally correct in my life right now. Do things in his totally own unique way. I'm building a healing center right now, and it is so easy to compare it with others. You are always perfect. Love everything you taught me. So fantastic and helpful. Thank you, Merritt. That's the rest of it. It's cut off. The application did not come through. Diane, you don't need to fill it out, but let me make sure that Laura knows. Okay, letting my team know. But Diane, you're in Membership for Your Soul, so you're automatically in. So don't worry about that. So just go into Membership for Your Soul, and there's a post in there to tell you about it. So Day Scott, you love your speed. Thank you. Struggled a little bit. English is my third language. The result doesn't make sense right now for my question. Thank you, Dace, for that. I love that. So first of all, English is your third language. Thank you. I understand that there might be. Here's the beauty of this. My students know this, and I know this. I'm a future reader, right? So when I work with my guides, a lot of times they give me information where I don't exactly know what it means. So I love that you were receptive to it. I love that you were open to it. I want you to just be with it. I can't tell you how many times I've done readings for people, and they've come back to me and they said, I thought you were insane, and this came true. So I remember one woman came to me, and I don't remember anything in my readings, and she worked for Apple or some. No, she didn't work for Apple. She worked in stocks or something. She was in a financial thing. And I said, you're going to do a commercial, and you're going to do it for Apple, I believe I said. Like a month later, because she does calligraphy, they were looking for somebody who could do it. I can't remember exactly what it was, but they were looking for somebody with her traits to do a commercial, and she got a commercial. And she was like, I thought you were insane. It wasn't even on my radar. It's not something I was looking for. So a lot of times they're giving you information that you don't know yet, but you negate it because of your head. Now, you're not negating it, sweetie. You're being open. I can tell. So they negate it because they're in their head. They're like, this can't be. I'm not doing this. I'm a financial person. What is she talking about? She's nuts. So your guides give you information that is very future based. And they're just asking you to just follow it. Just be with it. Many times I channel, and I record it on a recorder. And if I go back and listen to it, many times they'll tell me exactly where to go. I have hundreds of recordings. They'll tell me exactly which one to go to. And I listen to it, and I'm blown away by what they told me because it all came true. Now, some of it is so random that I'm like, how did that come true? Some of it is placing the signpost in you, like, oh, I believe in myself now. I'll follow that. Oh, they're telling me to take a yoga certification. I'll do that. So sometimes it's you just co-creating with them when they say something. And sometimes things are just so random that I'm like, how the heck did they know that? Because it's magic. It's so incredible. All right. So for those of you just joining me, I'm going to take a couple more, but I'm going to go soon. Type in change. I'm not seeing many people type in change, so I hope it's working. Okay. So hold on. Let me just. And you're going to get an application to join my 2-week extravaganza. Okay. So Jerry got Maya Angelou, Bluebird, Advice, Light of Your Soul, Song Over the Rainbow, Meaning is Dreamlike When You Were a Child, Traits, Wisdom, Artistic, Inspiring. All of these traits are ones I've been wanting to improve on. Love it, love it, love it, Jerry. Look up the words to the song. There'll be more information in there. So look up the words to the song, and there'll be more information in there. Okay, guys, I'm going to go because it's been a long week for me. And so you can rewatch this. You can play this again. It's really, really good. And I love what Linda said. Linda said, I want to go back and have a long conversation with this guide. It was heaven. Great. I love that. If anybody struggled with it, let me know. And I'll come back on over the weekend and answer your comments, or you can let me know in Messenger. But again, I'm doing a 2-week extravaganza. It's going to start with the Infinite Abundant Challenge. You put in the word change below. You're going to get an application to apply for it. Not everybody's going to get into the 2-week experience. We are basing it on your answers. So answer the application. It's not about whether you can afford my programs or not. It's not about any of that. It's how you answer the questions, because I'm doing a soul grouping. So answer the questions. If you don't get in, don't worry about it. We still have an incredible meditation for you, and you're still going to do the Infinite Abundant Challenge. Those of you who do get in, get ready, because you're going to do the challenge, and we have a lot of surprises for you. We have some videos. We have a webinar. We have a lot of stuff happening that's coming down the pike. So you're going to have an incredible time. Thank you so much, guys, for participating. And again, if anybody struggled, let me know. I send you so much love, and I just appreciate you. Thank you. Have a great day or night whenever you're watching this. Bye.